going on YouTube? It's your boy Sam from Team Samurai X1 here. Happy Monday! Hopefully you guys are enjoying your Mondays. Good morning. Good morning! Alright guys, in today's video, I got you guys with the best deck profile ever. Guys, the brand new Phantom Knights deck is literally broken. Guys, this deck is actually heat, bro. It's straight heat, straight fire! And guys, right now, it's the #1 deck that's Tier 0 contending. Alright, this deck is just ridiculous. And I got you guys all the cards in the deck profile super duper early. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. And like always, guys, in the end of the video, I'll showcase you guys how broken these cards really are by showcasing you guys some awesome combos you guys can actually do with this deck. As always, for those of you here on the channel for the very first time, consider hitting the subscribe button. Make sure you guys turn on this. Make sure you guys turn on the bell. What are you doing? Turn it on! Break! Oh my god, I got a hiccup. Uppercut! Oh, that's elbow, uppercut! Got hiccups. Oh. Man, it's breaking, uppercutting and breaking the... I don't know what I'm saying. Alright guys, don't waste any more time. Without further ado, let's start with the brand new Phantom Knights Tier 0 deck profile for the Yu-Gi-Oh! 2020 metagame. Alright guys, let's begin. Alright guys, welcome to the brand new Phantom Knights deck profile, post Phantom Rage. Let me tell you guys right now, this deck I truly believe is a Tier 0 deck. And this deck is going to be the next meta, 100,000%. And I'll showcase you guys some cool combos you guys can actually do with this deck. I'm telling you right now, me saying that this deck is broken doesn't justify how broken it is. You guys literally need to see the combos for yourself. So make sure you guys stay tuned for the combo segment of this video near the end. So make sure you guys check that out. Alright guys, let's just jump right into the deck profile. Alright guys, start with the monster real quick and play, of course, the brand new, the Phantom Knights of Torn Scales. 3 copies of this bad boy right here. This card is absolutely ridiculous. Literally the most broken Phantom Knight monster I ever seen in my entire life. What this card does is that, one, it's a level 3 Dark Warrior effect monster with the effects that reads, you can discard 1 card, send 1 Phantom Knights card from your deck to the graveyard, except from the Phantom Knights of Torn Scales. So, you just discard a card from your hand, Foolish Burial any Phantom Knight card directly from your deck to the graveyard. This card's insane. The secondary ability, if another Phantom Knight card in your graveyard is banished while this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. You can only use each effect of the Phantom Knights of Torn Scales once per turn. This card is literally broken. I'm telling you right now, 1 card is all you need. If you open up with this card and 1 discard, so essentially a 1-card combo, you basically make your first unbreakable board. And especially with Rusty Bardiche coming off the ban list, this deck is just Tier 0. I don't know why Konami unbanned Rusty, but this card is ridiculous. Definitely a card that boosts the deck up by 100,000%, and it makes this deck a Tier 0 contender. So, Triple Torn Scales, absolutely phenomenal. You want to open up this card every single time, but if you don't, the deck is so flexible you can combo off without actually having to rely on opening up with this card. But if you open up this card, you pretty much just win the duel because 1 card is all you need. So, Triple Torn Scales, absolutely phenomenal. Next off, you're going to play, of course, Triple Cloak. This card is absolutely phenomenal. Banish this card from your graveyard, search a Phantom Knight card directly from your deck to your hand. This card's insane. Most importantly, you're going to be searching monsters like Boots to help you combo off. And that's why Torn Scale is so good, because it dumps this card to the graveyard, banish this card, search Boots, start off your combos right there, and then you pretty much win the duel. Its first effect also comes up because if this card is in attack position, you can target 1 dark monster on the field, change this card to defense position. If you do, that monster gains 800 attack and defense until the end of your opponent's next turn. So this card gives your dark monster 800 boost, which is absolutely important. So Triple Cloak, really amazing. Next off, obviously, your Swarmer, your Extender, which is, of course, Triple Boots. This card's also insane. If you control a Phantom Knight monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, you can banish this card from your graveyard, search a Phantom Knight spell or trap card directly from your deck to your hand, which is incredible. So, Triple Boots, one of the best extenders in the entire deck, 100,000%. Next, you're going to play, of course, Triple the Phantom Knights of Ragged Gloves. This card is absolutely phenomenal. Banish this card from your graveyard, dump a Phantom Knight card directly from your deck to your graveyard. And this card has an amazing ability where a Dark Xyz monster that was summoned, you use this card on the field as an Xyz material, gains this effect. If it is Xyz summoned, it gains 1000 attack. So it gives a Dark Xyz monster 1000 attack boost, which is absolutely incredible. So triple Ragged Gloves, really great. And it's important to maximize yourself when actually playing 3 of the main Phantom Knight monsters, because Torn Scales, if you open up with Torn Scales in any discard, it's full combo. But if you open up with Torn Scales and any Phantom Knight monsters, it's actually the full combo, where you end on with 5 disruptions, which is insane, right? Torn Scales alone gives you 3 disruptions, whereas Torn Scales with any Phantom Knight monsters or Phantom Knight card gives you 5 disruptions, which is really good. So that's why it's really important to maximize yourself and actually playing 3 of each Phantom Knight monsters in this deck. So 3 gloves, 3 boots, and also 3 cloak. Last but not least, I'm playing the 1 copy of the Phantom Knights of Stained Greaves. Only 1 copy of this card. A lot of people play this card at 2 or 3, but I felt like through all testing, only 1 copy of this card is far more than enough. This card effect reads that if a Phantom Knight monster is special summoned to your field, you can special summon this card from your hand. Then you can increase this card's level by 1. You can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon 1 Phantom Knight monsters from your hand except for the Phantom Knights of Stained Greaves. Then you can increase its level by 1. So this card's awesome. It helps unclogs your hand and also can freely special summon itself from the hand. But I felt like there are so many better options than the Phantom Knights of Stained Greaves, so only 1 copy is more than enough. It is an awesome extender, but I feel like there are other cards out there that I'm playing this deck that's far more superior and it's more versatile than Stained Greaves. So only 1 copy of Stained Greaves. You guys don't play multiple copies of this card, you guys go ahead and do so, but I felt like 1 is just far more than enough that you should be playing in the deck. So 1 Stained Greaves, still a pretty awesome extender. Next off, for one of the best engines in the entire deck is triple Tour Guide from the Underworld. You can't play this deck without having ulti tour guides. One day I had a dream where Farfa, shipped me all these tour guides, and it was true because his wife got mad at him because she was jealous of Tour Guide. So now Tour Guide belongs to me. So Tour Guide is absolutely incredible. She's awesome. Summon this card, full combo. It's essentially like opening up with Torn Scales, right? But opening up a Tour Guide is a little bit better than opening up with Torn Scales, because Torn Scales, you need to discard a card, whereas Tour Guide, you don't need to discard anything, right? You summon Tour Guide, you pretty much have full combo there on. And then this card's amazing. Helps you make Sherbini, and Sherbini helps you start off all your combo plays, which is insane. It's triple Tour Guide from the Underworld. One of the best starters in the entire deck. Next off, of course, for your Burning Abyss engine, you're playing double Graph. Obviously, these cards are unleashed off the ban list to 2 now. Double Seer, and the 1 Farfa right here, right? So really good. You can easily make Beatrice in this deck and have a disruption with Farfa, which is absolutely incredible. And especially with 3 tour guides now, these cards are easily accessible right here, and the Burning Abyss becomes an integral part of your entire deck. So tour guides literally make the entire Burning Abyss engine live, alongside with, of course, Cherubini. So cards really good. Graph special from the deck, Seer special from the graveyard, and Farfa is a great interruption with Beatrice. So the 5 Burning Abyss with the 3 tour guides. You guys can play Skarm if you guys would like, but I felt like Skarm wasn't necessary because, you literally play with your graveyard, right? You don't need to rely on searching the Skarm during the end phase, because during the following turn, you just basically play with your grave. So you don't need to have that Skarm in the deck, in my opinion. So that's pretty much it for your Burning Abyss engine. Off to your extenders, of course, Danger to Shinoko and also the Jackalope right here. These are guaranteed level 3 summons, which is really awesome for Cherubini, and also awesome to make Dante, which is actually really good. And also at the same time, I believe that these cards are way more beneficial and more versatile than Stained Greaves in some scenarios. So Jackalope and Sushinoko is very nice. And another card that I'm playing in the deck is, of course, triple Kaimusha Knight right here. This card is insane. Your entire deck are level 3 monsters. What this card does is that when you normal summon a level 3 monster, which is literally anything in this deck right here, as you guys see, Torn Scale is level 3, of course Cloak's level 3, Boots level 3, and so if you normal summon these guys right here, you pretty much have full combo alongside Kaimusha Knight, right? So all the Phantom Knight monsters are level 3 monsters, so Kaimusha Knight becomes really good, and I feel like this engine is way better than maximizing someone playing 3 Greaves, in my opinion. So when you normal summon a level 3 monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. You cannot use this card as synchro material, but who cares? You're going to be using Kaimusha Knight and also any level 3 monster to make sure being a combo off. So Kaimusha Knight is just insane. So this card is just ridiculous. Next off for your hand traps, of course, triple Ash Blossom and Joy Spring. Cards are really awesome. And next you're playing, of course, triple Infinite Impermanence, which is actually really amazing. So right here, 6 of the most versatile hand traps you guys ever seen in this game of Yu-Gi-Oh! So triple Ash and also triple Imperm, really good. And Ash actually has synergy with his deck, because why? It's a level 3 hand trap, which is amazing. So what happens if you open up with Kaimusha Knight and Ash? You just normal summon Ash, activate Kaimusha Knight, special Kaimusha Knight, and then from here, you just go into Cherubini, and you pretty much have full combo from there on, right? Whereas in scenarios, if you open up with Stained Greaves and Ash Blossom, you're maximizing someone actually playing 3 copies of this card right here, you pretty much gotta pass your turn, right? If these are the only 2 cards you have in your hand, you can't normal Ash and then special Stain Grease, unlike the Kaimusha Knight, right? So Kaimusha Knight has a lot of synergy and is very versatile in this deck. Alright guys, off to the spells. The brand new Phantom Knight's Rank Up Magic Force. It's a quick play with the effects that reads, during the main phase, banish 1 or more dark monsters from your graveyard and target 1 dark Xyz monster you control. Special from your extra deck, 1 the Phantom Knight's Raid Raptor or Xyz Dragon Xyz monster whose rank equal to that of the target monster you control plus the number of monsters banished by using it as materials. Also, for the rest of this turn, after this card resolves, you cannot special summon monsters from your extra deck except for Xyz monster. So what this card does is that you activate this card, banish 1 dark monster to overlay over your Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon for a Dark Requiem or an Arc Rebellion Xyz Dragon, which is absolutely incredible to help you lock your opponent from using monster effects or to help you OTK while going second into Arc Rebellion Xyz Dragon. So, card's amazing. Search of all boots or cloak, which is incredible. So, Rank Up Magic Force, only 1 copy is all you need in my personal opinion. Next off for your God 1-ofs, of course, the 1 Broda searches your whole entire deck. 1 Call by the Grave, open up this card, you win the duel, and of course, the 1 Foolish Burial. To run off for all your spell cards you're playing in the deck. The 3 God spells right here. Alright guys, off to the traps. You're playing 3 Fogblade. Obviously one of the best interruptions for the entire deck. Card's incredible. And remember guys, these cards are not bricks, they're also extenders. Especially alongside Torn Scales. You discard this card, you're basically discarding an extender. Which is really good. So Fogblade is nice, great interruption as well, and also stops the opponent monster from attacking. And of course the 1 Phantom Knight's Wings card's also a great extender as well. So you know, the 4 Phantom Knight traps, very great trap cards in the deck. So with these right here, gives you an exactly 40 card deck, but I felt like Torn Scales is so good that you must play this engine right here, because Torn Scale alone gives you 3 negates, including 2 Fogblades. But if you add this engine right here, it gives you a 3rd negate, which is Dragoon. So Red Eyes Fusion, 1 Mago Negro, and also the 1 Red Eyes Bee Dragon. And these are the 43 cards I'm playing in the deck, okay? So you guys don't have to play the Dragoon package if you guys want to make your deck a little bit more consistent. But I feel like 43 doesn't hurt the deck by a ton, and it just gives you a high reward if you open up with just Torn Scale. Torn Scale will give you 2 Fogblades and a Dragoon. And I'm telling you right now, most decks cannot beat that. Dragoon with 2 Fogblades, yeah, good luck, have fun trying to break through that board. So Torn Scale alone gives you this board, and I felt like this just maximizes your aggressiveness, and I felt like Dragoon just provides you a more aggressive board, in my opinion. So that's pretty much it. These will run off for your 43 cards. You guys don't have to play these 3. These are just 3 additional, but I felt like with just Torn Scales gives you Dragoons and also 2 Fogblades, which is insane. So that's pretty much it for the deck. Let's go off into your extra deck real quick. Extra deck, of course, double Break Sword. Amazing. You pop itself, special in 2 Phantom Knights from your grave. They become level 4s. Help make your Dark Rebellion, which is really good. Also helps you break boards going second. Card's insane. Dark Rebellion, Xyz Dragon. This card is crazy. This is the first ever prismatic rare card. So Dark Rebellion is just nice. Next we're playing, of course, the Arc Rebellion, Xyz Dragon. This card is insane. You Xyz summon this card using the Rank Up Magic spell. And what this card does, this Xyz summon cannot be destroyed by card effects. You can attach one material from this card. This card gains attack equals to the total original attack of all the monsters on the field. Then, if this card has a Dark Xyz monster as a material, negate the effects of all other face-up monsters on the field. After this effect resolves, you cannot declare an attack with other monsters for the rest of this turn, except for Arc Rebellion Xyz Dragon right here. So this card will basically gain all the attack of all the original monsters on the field, and then it's a face-up skill train, which is ridiculous. So Arc Rebellion helps you OTK. Next you're playing, of course, a Dark Requiem right here. Helps you OTK and also helps you negate. You summon this card during your opponent's turn, you get 1 pop-up Rusty. Also at the same time, this card has 3 negates, both in 1, which is insane. So Dark Requiem, Xyz Dragon is just very, very nice. The 1 Raider's Knight, a very great card to actually bring out Arc Rebellion, and also Dark Requiem, which is really awesome as well. Next you're playing the 1 Dante, 1 Beatrice, and of course the 1 Levier, the Sea Dragon. Card's really going to help you extend your combo plays, which is actually very awesome. So that will pretty much round off for all your Xyz monster you're playing in the deck. Next off, of course, the best Link monster in the game right now, Rusty Bardiche. Don't know why Konami unbanned this card. It was definitely a big mistake, so Bardiche needs to get banned again. Double Shirt. Next you're playing, of course, Double Cherubini. Card's very awesome, helps start off your combo plays. As long as you get access to Cherubini, you win the duel. Helps you start off all your combos, which is really good. Next off, the 1 Appaloosa right here. Very great card to negate Nibiru or any hand traps. And last but not least, you're playing the Verde Anaconda and also the 1 Dragoon. You guys don't have to play this engine right here. These 2 can be any other 2 cards if you're not playing the Dragoon package. But like I said, Torn Scales is one card Dragoon with 2 Fog Blades, so why not, right? So that's pretty much it for the extra deck, guys. Extra deck is absolutely perfect. Main deck is absolutely perfect. Let's get started with the combos real quick. Alright guys, welcome to the combo segment of this video. I'm going to showcase you guys on what you can do with this deck by opening up with Torn Scales with 1 discard, and also another combo where you open up with Torn Scales and any Phantom Knight monster. So 2 combos in today's video. As always, if you guys want to see more combos, make sure you guys check out the link in the description box below. You'll see we'll showcase you guys more in-depth combos on what you guys can do with this deck right here. And before we get started with the combo, if you guys haven't gotten your Spirit Charmers limited edition playmat, make sure you guys get it today in the link down below at tx1.com. So, Torn Scales in any discard. Let's say this card's an Ash Blossom. What you're gonna do is that you're gonna normal summon Torn Scales. You're gonna activate Torn Scales effect. You're gonna ditch this card from your hand to the graveyard. Torn Scales is gonna set your cloak to the grave. What you're gonna do is that you're gonna banish your cloak from your graveyard to search the boots from your deck to your hand. Now you're gonna special summon boots from your hand because you control a Phantom Knight's monster. Now what you're gonna do is that you're gonna use these 2, link these 2 monsters to the graveyard to special summon Cherubini right here. You're gonna activate Cherubini's effect. You're gonna send Graph to the graveyard. Once Graph is sent to the graveyard, Graph will get its ability to special summon Seer directly from the deck. And now what you're gonna do is that you're gonna banish the Phantom Knights of Silent Boots from your graveyard to search 1 Fog Blade. Now since you banished the Phantom Knight monsters, Torn Scales will trigger off its effect to special summon itself from the graveyard. So special summon Torn Scales, and now what you're gonna do is that you're gonna overlay these 2, overlay for Leviair, the Sea Dragon right here, and now what's gonna happen is that you're gonna detach a material from Leviair to special summon, of course, your Ancient Cloak that is banished to your side of the field. And now Seer is going to trigger to special summon Graph from your graveyard. And now what you're going to do is that using Graph and also Cherubini, link these 2 off, special summon your Rusty Bardiche. Now what you're going to do is that you're going to activate Rusty Bardiche's effect. Usually at this point I dump Gloves to the graveyard to set Fog Blade to your side of the field off Rusty's effect. And now what you do is that you set the other Fog Blade, and then what you can do is that you can actually activate Cloak's effect to target Bardiche. And now using Cloak and also Leviair, send these 2 to the graveyard, make your Verde Anaconda, activate Verde Anaconda's effect, special summon Red Eyes of Dark Dragoons right here, which is insane. You have Dragoons with double Fog Blade, and this is off 1 card. Torn Scales gives you this. And look at the following turn, guys. Look what you have in your grave. You have Cloak, you have Scales, and you have Gloves in your graveyard. This is your follow-up next turn. You don't even need any cards in your hand because this will literally give you every single follow-up in the entire game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Look at this graveyard right here. This is for the following turn. You win the duel off just 1 card. Double Fog Blade with this in graveyard to follow up. If this is not broken, then I don't know what is, bro. Alright guys, let's go off to combo number 2. For combo number 2, all you need is Torn Scales and any Phantom Knight monsters. First and foremost, you're gonna normal summon Torn Scales, activate Torn Scales effect. You're gonna discard the Gloves to the graveyard. You're gonna send Cloak to the grave, banish Cloak from your graveyard to search Boots. Okay, special summon Boots, exactly the same route to go into your Cherubini. Activate Cherubini, send Graph, activate Graph, special summon Seer. You're gonna banish Boots from your graveyard. This time you're gonna search your rank up magic spell. Once you banish the Boots, Torn Scales will trigger off its effect in the graveyard. Special summon Scales from your grave. Now you're going to overlay these 2 for Leviair. Activate Leviair's effect, detach a material. Special summon Cloak from your banish zone. Now you're going to trigger off Seer's effect to special summon Graph. Now what you're going to do is that using Graph and Cherubini, special summon of course Rusty Bardiche right here. And now you're going to activate Bardiche's effect. You're going to dump Stained Greaves to the graveyard, okay, to set Fog Blade. The reason why you dump Stained Greaves to the grave is because you already have Rugged Gloves in the graveyard. So what you do is Gloves that you banish Gloves from your grave, you're going to dump Wings, and now you're going to banish Wings from your graveyard to special summon the Stained Greaves. And now what you're going to do is that using these 2, you're going to overlay for Break Sword right here. Once you summon Break Sword to a zone that Rusty Bardiche points to, Bardiche will trigger off its effect to destroy 1 card in the field. So the card that you're going to destroy is your own Break Sword. So you destroy your own Break Sword. Now since Break Sword was destroyed, you get activate Break Sword's effect, especially when 2 Phantom Knight monsters in your graveyard, which at this point you got Stained Greaves and also Cloak. So especially when these 2 back to your side of the field, which is absolutely amazing. And you can overlay these 2 for Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon. And now what you can do is that you can set this card right here your rank up magic, and then you pretty much end your turn right here. And this doesn't look like it's a lot. It only looks like it's 1 negate at the moment, but this is actually 5 negates. You guys will see in a second. So you pass turn to your opponent. During your opponent's turn, the first monster to summon, you can activate your rank up magic spell. You can banish 1 dark monster in your graveyard. You can banish the Graph to overlay your Dark Rebellion. 40 Dark Requiem Xyz Dragon. So once Requiem comes out, Bardiche will trigger out its effect to pop a card. So that's 1 disruption. Under Dark Requiem, you have 3 disruptions, which is 3 monster negates, which is amazing. And you also got 1 Fog Blade right here, which is really, really good. So essentially, it's 5 negates, 1 disruption off Bardiche, 3 negates off Dark Requiem, and 1 negate off the Fog Blade. So that's 5 negate stats disruption with just 2 cards right here, which is insane. So this combo right here will give you guys 5 disruptions, which is insane. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys give this video a huge thumbs up. That'll be absolutely amazing. Let me know your thoughts about this deck in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed this deck profile, make sure you guys smash thumbs up button. If you guys want to see more deck profiles, let me know in the comment section below on what decks you guys want to see next. Thank you guys so much for watching, and this is your boy Sam from Team Sam signing out. Alright guys, peace.
Be sure to get your playmat today at tsx1.com.